I'm Ben Hooper, and this is your UPI Odd News Minute for Thursday, June 11th, 2026. Sheriff's deputies in Ohio were called to a residence to round up a herd of 8 loose goats, but one of the animals jumped onto the roof of an SUV and subsequently escaped. The Butler County Sheriff's Office said deputies were called to a home on Oxford Middleton Road where 7 adult goats and 1 juvenile goat were found trespassing in the backyard. The Sheriff's Office said, the homeowners confirmed the goats did not belong there, and deputies contacted the rightful owners. Despite extensive negotiations involving snacks and coaxing, the goats were reluctant to leave their newly claimed residence. The deputies were eventually able to round up 7 of the goats and return them home. The last remaining goat was recorded by a deputy's body camera as it jumped onto the roof of an SUV and then fled into the nearby woods. The white male goat with brown markings on the right side of his face was described as short, extremely stubborn, and highly mischievous. Anyone who spots the fugitive goat is being asked to contact the sheriff's office. Officials wrote, he is not considered dangerous, but he may be armed with an attitude. Moving on from a goat that was temporarily tall to a difficult task in free fall, a Rubik's Cube enthusiast solved 2 of the puzzles in mid-air during his first ever day of skydiving to break a Guinness World Record. 24-year-old Ishan Hodkar, who has been solving puzzle cubes since he was 10 years old, went skydiving for the first time over Oceanside, California to attempt the Guinness World Record for the most rotating puzzle cubes solved in a single skydive. Hodkar's first attempt, which was also his first ever jump from a plane, ended prematurely when one of his cubes broke. He immediately got onto a second plane for his second go. He managed to solve 2 cubes before landing on the ground from 13,000 feet to successfully take the record on his second attempt. The first cube was solved in free fall and the second under the parachute. Hodker said, I still used the same solving technique I use on land, but I had to hold the cube much tighter than usual because of the wind force. For these stories and more national, international, sports, entertainment, science, and odd news from United Press International, visit UPI.com. Follow the UPI Odd News Minute on YouTube and TikTok. Would you ever go skydiving, or do you have a problem with heights? Let us know in the comments.